Good morning, students. This is Milind Shende, Assistant Professor in English at this College of Commerce, Varda. Today we are going to discuss the story, a short story entitled "The Boy Who Broke the Bank." And this story is written by world acknowledged, very famous Indian author Ruskin Bond. Before going to discuss the story, I would like to explain you some certain things about the author, that is Ruskin Bond. So far as this story is concerned, you will find three major words, three main words, three very important words in the title itself. First, there is the word boy. Second, there is the word broke. And third, there is the word bank. The boy who's there in the story is Nathu. Nathu is the protagonist of this story. Protagonist means what? Protagonist means the main character, the major character, the chief character. Then there is the word broke. It means it's about the collapse, breaking of the bank. And thirdly, there is the word the bank. Bank means bank, all of us know, where we deposit money, from where we withdraw money, etc. So first of all, I would like to tell you about this world famous author, Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a very famous Indian author of British descent. He has been awarded with the most prestigious award which is given to the authors as well as the poets for their literary contribution. He has been awarded with the most prestigious award, Sahitya Academy Award, in the year 1992 for his novel, very famous novel, titled Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. This novel is written in English. He has received some other awards, also civilian awards. First of all, we would speak about the Padma Shri Award that he received in the year 1999. Then in 2014, he received Padma Bhushan Award. Apart from the novel Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, he has written some other novels. His outstanding works include A Flight of Pigeons, and second novel is The Blue Umbrella. So this is somewhat general information about Ruskin Bond, the author, the writer of this short story entitled The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Now we will move ahead. We will go towards the main body of the story or main story. So let me tell you about the title and the characters which are there in this story. First of all, let me make it clear to all of you that this story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, has been taken from his collected short stories. It is a wonderfully written story. And the major theme which has explored is rumors. Many times in society we believe the words of other people. We do not verify those words. We do not check it whether it's reality or not. And it causes kind of destruction to the life of other people. So the same has happened in this short story also, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Let me tell you about the characters which are there in this story. As I told you that the major character or the protagonist of the story is Nathu. Nathu is actually an employee at the bank, and the name of the bank is the People Nagar Bank. Actually, this bank is situated or located at this place, People Nagar town or village. It is a very sound bank financially. It is in good condition. So many people have deposited their money in the bank. They have their accounts with this bank. They withdraw the amount from time to time whenever they are in need. They have trust in the owner, in the bank, the manager, or the employees of this bank. So that is why in the very beginning I told you about Nathu, who is a sweeper at the bank. A sweeper, it means it is his work to clean the premises of the bank the rooms or the cabins or the sections of the bank. Right. Secondly, there are so many small and big characters. So next we will discuss another character, second number character, Sitaram. Now who is this Sitaram? Sitaram is Nathu's good friend and he is washerman's son. Thirdly, I would like to tell you about the third character, that is Mrs. Srivastava. Mrs. Srivastava is actually Sitaram's customer. He goes to Mrs. Srivastava's house and washes the clothes. Then there is the next character, that is Mrs. Bhushan. Mrs. Bhushan, who is also a talkative lady. She is good friend with Mrs. Srivastava. It means Mrs. Srivastava and Mrs. Bhushan are good friends. Then there is another character. The name of this character is not given, but it is mentioned somewhere in the story itself. That is Mrs. Bhushan's husband. He has been portrayed, he has been delineated as a gentleman, as a good man, good nation. Then there is the next character, that is Deepchand. Now who is this Deepchand? Deepchand is a barber in the same village or the town of People. Then we'll move ahead. There is another character, that is Ganpat. Ganpat is actually a beggar. He is old and it is told in the story, it is explained in the story, it is delineated in the story that he is lame. It means what? He cannot walk properly. Just problem is leg. So he is shown as a lame. And the fact about him is that this beggar, old Ganpat, has also a certain amount of money which he has deposited in this Pipalnagar bank. He has, for your time information, I should tell you in the very beginning that he has deposited rupees 1000 in this bank. Then there comes another character, and that is the manager of that bank. Why I am using the word bank? Because the entire story rotates around the bank, that is the Pipalnagar bank. Next, there is another character, that is Kamal Kishore. He is shown as a photographer. And lastly, we will discuss, or I would like to tell you about second most important character in the story, Seth Govind Ram. Why I said like this, that this character is second number's most important character in the story? It's because this Seth Govind Ram is the owner of this Pipalnagar bank. Now we'll move ahead and we'll discuss the main part of the story, of the body of the story. So what happens? Nathu, who is a sweeper at the bank, does not get payment for a month, has some issues with the authorities of the bank. It means, when I say authorities, it implies the manager. Due to some issues, the manager does not pay Nathu his 1 month's salary. In between, somewhere, he meets his friend Sitaram and he tells about his situation, about his condition to his friend Sitaram. He discusses that issue, that he has yet to get the payment of a month from the bank authorities. For your kind information, I should tell you that Nathu is not just a sweeper, he is actually kind of employee there. But because of some reasons, he does not get a month's salary. So here the word salary has its own import. Why and how, you'll get to know it at the end of the story. So Sitaram assures his friend Nathu that don't worry. There is one person, Mrs. Srivastava, who is my customer. As I told in the beginning that Sitaram is a washerman's son, and that's why he assures his friend Nathu that he will get another job for him. So he is relaxed. But the next day he knows that he has to go to bank for cleaning the bank, and he is hopeful that at least the next day he will get his salary. So he is concerned here about his salary in fact. So Sita, who is Nathu's friend, meets Mrs. Srivastava. As in the beginning I told that Mrs. Srivastava as well as Mrs. Bhushan, both the ladies are very talkative. And Sitaram discusses about the situation of his friend Nathu with Mrs. Srivastava and tells that his friend Nathu has not got a month's salary from the bank. This particular information about the salary of Nathu's bank is misinterpreted by Mrs. Srivastava. And when Mrs. Srivastava meets Mrs. Bhushan, she narrates the entire story, the gamut of this story in somewhat distorted manner, in distorted way. And she tells Mrs. Bhushan that the bank is not in the condition of paying the salary to the employees. So, this version is again misinterpreted, and Mrs. Bhushan tells her husband, who is really a good man, who is really a gentleman. She tells or she discusses the same issue with Mr. Bhushan or her husband, and she says that the bank is going to be closed as there is no money, it is going to be bankrupt. This is somewhat distorted version of the story or of the theme. Actually, the problem was with Tattu. It was about his salary. He told about that situation to Sitaram. Sitaram told the same thing to Mrs. Srivastava, but Mrs. Srivastava misinterpreted it to Mrs. Bhushan, and Mrs. Bhushan again distorted the story and told somewhat different things of all these things to her husband. Next day, her husband means Mrs. Bhushan's husband goes to the barber, Deepchand, and he tells Deepchand that has heard from his wife that bank is not in sound condition, it is in a weak condition, and they are going to close it soon. This horrifies Deepchand. Deepchand gets terrified hearing this. Actually, the fact is that Deepchand has not deposited any money, any amount of money in that bank. But as his profession is a barber, he again tells the same to the other people, and this time also the story is misinterpreted, and the other people who had come to his shop get this distorted version of the entire story, and the rumors spread in the entire village of people that the bank owner is going to close his bank. It's because of the big financial condition of the bank. The fact is that the bank is in sound condition. It has enough money, but the rumors spread everywhere, and all the people literally flocked at the bank. They come. One of the customers tried to contact the owner of the bank, that is said Govind Ram. The problem with Govind Ram is that during this particular period of time he is on the vacation, he is not in the town of Pipalnagar, he is in Kashmir, and that's why the people cannot contact him. He is sure not reachable, and people cannot contact him, and again the rumors spread in the village that said Govind Ram has stolen the entire amount, all the amount from the bank, and has run away from the town with the money deposited by the people in his bank. This is again rumors. There is no any fact, there is no any reality in this version of story. It is totally distorted. It is totally misinterpreted. The fact is that he is in Kashmir, he is just enjoying that particular period of time. He is enjoying the vacation, and that's why he cannot be contacted by the people. But such rumors are spread by some people deliberately and by some innocent people, as they find that he cannot be contacted, said Govind Ram cannot be contacted. Now all the people come to the bank and they want to withdraw their money. Seeing this flood of people, suddenly the bank manager is shocked. He cannot understand the situation of what has happened to the people. Why the people have come today to to withdraw their entire amount of money from the bank. He tries to convince the people that bank is in good condition, it is in sound condition, and there is no any point of being worried. Their money is safe. But the people do not agree to him. They do not believe the words of bank manager, who is really, in real sense, a good man. In fact, the people believe in the words of Mr. Srivastava, Mrs. Bhushan, and that Deep Chand and Ganpat. This is just a rumor. But here we find, as it is said, that curiosity kills the cat. In the same way, this rumor kills literally this bank. It causes to devastate or collapse. It becomes the main reason behind the collapse of this People Nagar bank. The bank manager tries to convince the people that in 1 or 2 days he will manage the amount, because it is a huge amount, because at a time all the people come and demand the bank manager about the withdrawal of their money. He requests the people that he will manage the amount or the money from other banks till they should wait, but they are not in mood to understand his condition, and this way all the money, whatever amount of money is there in the bank, out of compulsion has to give them back. There is no any major role played by Kamal Kishore, a photographer. He is also one of the persons who received this information about the closure of the bank, and at the end we see that within 1 or 2 days the authorities have to shut the bank, have to close the bank. This way, a bank which is in sound condition, because of rumors only, because of rumors, gets collapsed. Now, next day what happens? Next day, Nathu, who is quite unaware of all these happenings, go as usual to the bank to do his work of sweeping or cleaning the bank premises, bank area, the sections in the bank, the cabin, and the campus of the bank, you can see. He is quite unaware of all these happenings, and someone, again, not someone, but his friend, Sitaram, again comes. When he is literally cursing the employer, the bank manager especially, for not paying him his salary. He is cursing those people, and he says that these people have increased my work, because some of the rumor mongers or rumor spreaders pelt stones at the bank and they break the windows and other glasses and furniture also, and because of that his work is increased. So he used somewhat abusive words for the authorities of the bank for these 2 reasons. First, for increasing his work the next day, and secondly for not paying his salary of the month. In between, what happens? Again Sitaram comes and tells Nathu that Nathu has to find another job, because the authorities have decided to close for purpose the bank. So this is the story. The boy who broke the bank by risking bond. Now, what do we learn from this story? That we should not believe. What? We should not believe. We should not trust the words said. First of all, we should verify those words. If it is proven to be rumor, let it be. If it is true, then believe it. Because only rumors, false information, this kind of narration has caused collapse this financially sound bank, that is the People Nagar Bank. So this is the main thing. Another thing is that this story, the boy who broke the bank by risking bond, has some certain features. First of all, it has a pictorial quality. Pictorial quality means what? Pictorial quality means that the story, when we read it, it's kind of image in our mind. We can see the things happening in our mind's eyes. Secondly, so many characters are there, is full with characters. And thirdly, bond satirizes human nature and crowd psychology, because the crowd of people who have deposited their money in the bank believe the rumors, and they go and gather there and accuse the authorities of the bank manager and other people of the bank and withdraw their money at once. So don't believe the rumors. Check the words, check the things, analyze the situation, and then go ahead in your life. Thank you. We'll stop here. The story ends.